Vlog day 136.
Okay, that dude was cool. We had a great conversation in the car, but then I left my tripod in the back. I was like, oh no! So I stood on the side of the road to write him a little message to say, hey man, thanks for the ride. If you get this in time, please bring my tripod back. And as I was writing it, he honked and turned around and he was right there. He's like, hey, you forgot this in my car. I think that's one of the reasons I like taking Ubers, is just because you end up having weird and good conversations with people you never would meet otherwise. That, and I ran out of money on my bus card, so I kind of had to take an Uber or walk for an hour. Nicole doesn't want to be in my vlog, so I will try to keep her. She's the mystery friend who you will never see, but it was still amazing. Half off sushi, how can you say no? Although I don't want pumpkin sushi. Yeah, sure, outside sounds great. What if they made bonsai pumpkins? That'd be amazing. Bonsai lanterns? Lunch was great with Nicole. We got half off sushi. Sat and talked for a couple of hours. I haven't seen her in a while. She just got engaged, so that's really exciting. Got to hear about that. I think I'm gonna go for a run, and then we're gonna watch game 3 of the Cubs playoffs tonight. Trying to figure out when and where we're gonna do that. Well, the when is kind of set. The where is what we're not sure about yet. And it is a beautiful day in Chicago, so I would be remiss if I did not go for a run. My only concern at this point is that I'm really hungry, because I didn't really have a lot of food. I haven't eaten much today, but I haven't gone on a run in like 4 or 5 days, so. 3.4 miles in like 29 minutes. Sorry, walked right past you. Not the fastest that I've run in a while. I also forgot to pause the actual timer, like the running app, when I was filming. Didn't help. One of the things that came up a lot this week over at NerdCon was the idea of the lottery. All of us that are trying to be creatives are basically playing a lottery where, in order to actually have a ticket to play, you have to work your butt off to create something wonderful and then sell it, and then you're in the lottery. And it's really true. I've been thinking about that a lot. Oh, look at that, fancy. I mean, it takes a lot of work to write a book, right? So you figure if you've written an entire book, the world owes you something because you did it great, you love it, you think it's the best book ever. But the reality is that usually the first book you write sucks. Like, my first book was fun, there are people that really like it, but it's certainly not amazing, like not objectively amazing, which I think is what everybody just kind of assumes. I've done the thing must be amazing. Which eventually hopefully becomes true, but probably isn't true on the first try. Basically, by creating a book, all you've done is create for yourself a blank lottery ticket. The idea being that in order to play in the game of literary success, you have to at least have a ticket first. So you create that ticket. And there are different classes of ticket. There are things that can upgrade the class of your ticket, like who your agent is, what your publishing house is, your marketing clout, the community that you already have. But still, no matter how good all those things are, it's only a lottery ticket. And lottery tickets, by definition, don't usually win. They can, and to be fair, writing a good book is better than buying a lottery ticket, but still, the analogy holds. Oh, yeah. It's really easy to self-deceive, though, and to think that, like, what I've made will make it all the way, if only I can get it, like, and at some point, I guess for me, I'm proud of what I've made, and I don't think that, like, Into the Nanton in particular can't go far. Just for whatever reason, it's not necessarily taking off and going nuts, and I can definitely focus a lot of time and energy on it, but it also has a lot of really inherent roadblocks in it. The books themselves are super expensive to make. Like, if you want to sell your books in a bookstore, you have to give them a standard discount, but in order to give them the discount, I'd actually have to pay them to sell my books. I would lose money on it. So no bookstores will touch them. Just printing them is a risk because they cost so much. The margin is really small. So it's one of those things where it's like I can keep working on it, I can keep promoting it. I will. I mean, I'm gonna keep growing my Instagram account. I'm gonna keep talking about it, I'll keep sharing it, and eventually we'll make a third journal for sure. But that's another thing, if I wanna continue the story, I have to raise like $13,000 just to finish the third journal. That's crazy. I can't just write it. I have to actually produce like the visuals, the audio, all of it. And that's, I mean, I'd love to, but holy cow. I'd rather just like write a book by myself for free. Cost me time and coffee and, you know, just a little bit of my sanity. So yeah, I mean, I have couriers. I think that's the other thing is like you can read couriers on Patreon, but do I want to write the next book in that series? I'm really excited about other books. Like there's that whole decision-making process of like, what do I work on next? And it's really easy to get distracted and wind up focusing on stuff you don't want to be doing, like marketing stuff you don't want to be doing, writing books you may not want to be writing. So I've got a really great opportunity to just kind of take a step back. NerdCon was my last big commitment, my last big marketing push, and so it's like, okay, like let's take a moment to figure out where we headed next. What do we want to write next? I'm looking forward to it. It actually sounds really nice. Even just focusing on writing one book for a while sounds really nice. Game's not going super well. It's kind of intense in there. The Dodgers are winning 4-0, but you know, it's still fun to hang out with friends. It's good to see some people that I haven't seen in a while. I'm trying to figure it out at this point. Like basically, do I want to, I mean, if I had the chance to move to France, if I got that visa to go, it'd be great, but I'm running out of time. I don't think I have enough time to wait for a visa to France, and I also think that I could build a better case and kind of build a better situation for myself to move over there long term. So I really think that it's probably